Good afternoon, fellas, and welcome to another video with me, Vince, at Modern Man Lifestyle. Thank you for joining. So, it's in my car today. I was taking a wee drive, and I just had some kind of thoughts, some spitballing thoughts about online dating. I thought I'd share them with you because I think any guy who's had online dating in the last 5 years or so will have experienced these types of situations, feelings, ideas. Um, so yeah, let's get into it. So online dating, look, you're talking Tinder, Bumble, Hinge, that kind of thing. They were pretty popular even before the pandemic. A lot of people were using them, and obviously post-pandemic, it's like or mid-pandemic, it's happening all the time. Um, but essentially, what you've got to understand about online dating is that, first of all, from a guy's perspective, there's a lot of things you've got to look out for. So one, there are a percentage of girls on there who have no intention of meeting any guy, but they just want validation. How to spot those? They usually have like ridiculously filtered, pouty selfies. You know, there's no pictures of them with any friends or doing anything interesting. Um, they tell you to add them on Insta. They're never on here. Add me on Insta. That's like funneling you to try and get more followers. Um, and look, that's the way it is. Like, you can argue about it, you can get pissed off about it, but there's nothing you can really do, is there? So just know that a certain percent. So let's say you get 10 matches, you've got to think, two or three of those girls are not going to engage with me. They just want the validation of the match or a like or a comment. But you message them nonetheless. All right. Every opportunity, every match is a potential opportunity to meet a girl, go on a date, have some drinks, have some fun, have some bedroom fun, whatever is relationship, whatever you're looking for. Um, but just manage expectations. There's going to be 20-30% are not going to engage with you. They just want validation. That's fine. Number two, watch out for girls who are um, very blunt, very aggressive. So girls will say things like "no one night stands" in capitals. Like, just avoid these girls. Like, most of the time, I see it's never the hot ones that say that, or the really hot ones. It's the ones like late 20s, early 30s. They're like, right, I'm gonna get serious now. No more messing around. I don't have time for fuck boys or whatever. Like, I don't know where the terminology comes from, but just avoid these girls in total. Don't even match with them. Don't even swipe right. If they're using capitals, if they say things like, sometimes you see a girl like, one of the prompts from Hinge or Bumble will say something you should know, and it's, the girl will say, "Don't ghost me after asking for my number." That's coming from a place of pain. She's basically, a guy's asked for a number, then never text her, and she's angry about it. But you don't want that shit. Like, that's not conducive to an enjoyable experience further down the line. So definitely avoid those type of girls. No problem if a girl says something like, I'm a fun girl, I like cooking and hiking, and I'm looking for, a guy that I can get to know better and have a good connection, have a relationship with. That's fine. Girls want to say that, that's fine. If that's what you're looking for, great. The ones that are angry and aggressive, aren't getting what they want, avoid them at all costs. Just don't swipe. Just don't swipe right, or send them likes. What else? Personally, and this, some people, might get on the high horse about this, but if a girl has like pink hair, like bright pink hair, bright purple hair, like, I just tend to avoid them. And the thing is, like, I've never in my life seen a girl with, blonde hair or brown hair and then pink hair and thought, wow, I'm so glad you've dyed your hair peroxide pink. That makes you look even better. Like, I've never thought that in my life. So I suppose from a personal standpoint, I tend not to go for, the wacky hair girls. Each to their own. But I also worry about that. Usually they're womanists or anti-men, which is again, not ideal. But again, there might be exceptions, but it's probably seldom, few and far between. For me, girls who are single mothers, I think most guys naturally don't gravitate to women who are single mothers. And again, this isn't ragging on single mothers. This is just like this is a preference. Like, I'm a single guy in my early 30s with no kids. Why would I want to get tied up with a girl who already has a kid? It makes no sense at all. Um, Most girls won't want a guy who already has kids either. So, it works both ways. Again, you might think, oh well, she's hot looking or she's got some spicy photos. Yeah, it could be fun. Yeah, fine. But if that's what you want to work with. I just think there's like baggage. Like you might be free Friday night and she's got to get a babysitter, or she can't find someone to look after the kid, or the kid has a meltdown. Or, it's just another layer of difficulty to trying to get to the point of meeting in person. Other thoughts of online dating? Yeah, message everyone you match with. So whatever your preference is for swiping or liking, if you get a match, literally message all of them. Now, what you typically want to do is you want to message something relevant to their profile. It's easier on Hinge and Bumble because they have prompts and it's a bit more context. But that is time. You might be a popular guy, you might get a lot of matches, and you might think, I can't be arsed messaging every single girl something unique. So what I would suggest is look at some friendly. I would mix it up. Maybe do some specific ones to some girls. Do like a message friendly approach, which is something like you might write, "You look like trouble," wink face, or you might write something like, "The first thing I thought when I matched with Vince was," obviously I'm Vince, and you're trying to prompt them to say something like, comment on something that you've got in your profile. Sometimes it works, but if you don't want to write something specific, just bash a whole load of them out. Final thoughts: online dating. Like, everyone moans about online dating, but I was thinking the other day, it's actually incredible. You can have access to women and girls wherever they are in the world on an app without having to go out to a bar, join sports clubs, go and speak to them in the street, coffee shops. Now, I think that's a lost art, and actually I would encourage guys to definitely try that. Different approaches, not just online, but just take online for what it is. You cannot change the game. You can just improve yourself and accept what it is. So a lot of guys will be like, well, I ain't getting any matches. Okay, well, what does that mean? Your profile's not good enough. You've not hit the gym in 10 years. You dress like a homeless man. You haven't had a haircut in fucking 6 months. Like, stuff like that. You gotta improve your profile. Then some guys might say, well, I'm getting loads of matches, but nothing's materializing into a date. And it's like, well, two things. One, you've got to look at the types of messages you're doing and the type of structure you're getting to. And I'll do another video of what you need to look at specifically. And two, you have to understand that if you speak to 10 girls, you might get a date with one girl. Even as a top level guy, even if you've got a good profile, you good chat, you're good looking, your odds are still, you speak to 10 girls, you're not going to get 10 dates, you're not going to get 10 numbers. You speak to 10 girls, maybe you get 3 numbers, maybe you get 1 date. That's fine. That's actually not too bad. Like, you're not going up, you're literally not like working 10 hours to get 10 dates. You're literally swiping. I was sending a couple of messages. So enjoy that you can get dates from this. If you can't get dates from that, then boys, look at my next videos for leveling up and improving yourself, especially for in the eyes of women. And yeah, don't get angry. Try not to get angry. Like, do things in your life that you enjoy besides, like sports teams. Enjoy time with your friends, work hard, get your money right, invest. And dating and online dating in particular should just be like a side thing you do now and again. It might generate a date a week or whatever, a couple of dates a month, which keeps you ticking over. And yeah. So listen, guys, that was I usually try and have a bit more structure in the videos, and three bullet points how to improve yourself. Don't know why I'm putting on an American accent, but yeah, it's I like to put 3 different things, and it's a bit of structure, and it's a bit of takeaways that guys tangibly can go away and say, okay, that's interesting, I've not done that, or that's cool, I'll look into that. Today was more just like spitballing. I was in the car and I was thinking about online dating, and I was thinking some interesting thoughts. And for me, guys, just write your messages below, and the main thing is try not to expend energy on negatively being like, I'm not getting any dates, girls are flaky, girls are so contradictory and two-faced and stuff. Like, the energy goes nowhere. It's a black hole. They're not going to change. Online isn't going to change. Even the girls are unhappy with online most of the time. So just try and accept it for what it is, utilize and take the opportunities you can, and just improve yourself, man. Level up. Anyway, guys, comments below. any success stories, anything, any tips, you know, that you had success for yourself that we can talk about more. Any you know, any pitfalls you think I've not mentioned today. And yeah, man, let's talk again soon. Thanks for joining.